In order to avoid getting eaten alive by the mosquitoes, the gnats, the bees, all of it, right? And also in order to have some shade while in there and still be able to see out and have the air flowing through, which cools it off, there are bug screens, right? And you might have seen that there are several to choose from. I got totally stalled in trying to choose a bug screen. I just got a bit overwhelmed by all the choices. The quality, the price, the ease of installation, the climate control options with these bug screens, it's quite varied. Ultimately, after all that research, it came down to VanEssentials. Easier on the pocketbook, still good enough reviews, and just the right features that I'm looking for. How long is it going to take to install? Is it something you can do just with minimal tools without getting your hands too dirty? Or are you going to need a way to clean up? Because I've heard that it can be a bit of a greasy business sometimes. So let's find out. Let's unpack the VanEssential bug out screen. It did arrive a little damaged, but it's a screen, so I'm not too worried. Has anybody else noticed that packages seem to be arriving more often in a sorry state? Very interesting. Okay, here we go. Da, 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 da. Put this there. And look at that. This is our fortress armor. Okay. What we've got here is a package of clamps. Don't know what that's for yet. Interesting. Let's see. We've got 2 clamps. Maybe that's to hold it on while we're assembling it. That's handy. So 2 clamps. 1 and, oh boy, it's like it melted. And 2. Then there are, of course, I don't know what these are officially called, but you push them on. They're little tabs, and that's how you attach the screen to your gasket or under it or something. We'll see. And then, yes, a little thank you. All right. We'll put that back in. I like keeping things enclosed because, boy, oh boy, I just like to keep things neat when I'm working. Okay, this is the screen. Now remember, I mentioned the mesh. The size of the mesh does matter because the bug size is different depending on where we are staying. So like in Florida, the bugs are going to be maybe smaller or bigger, and I'm here in the Southwest. And then up north, they're going to be different sizes and different types of bugs. So that's why they're different sizes. So I got the mesh that matches where I am. Now VanEssentials, there we go. I gotta say already, this feels good. Ooh, it's got this does not feel cheap. It feels durable and very pliable. It doesn't feel crackly at all. The first step is to remove the gasket. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's get her off. Okay, I think I'll start. Wow, this is a little nerve-wracking actually. It's the whole gasket? Wait a second, the gasket goes all the way around. Wait, you have to see this. Okay, have to see this. So, the gasket goes all the way around. Well, the screen is going to go here, right? It's not going to go down here. So I'm not going to take that part off. Let's just take off the top and the sides and lay them down. Yeah, let's do that. You know, this is our third one. We keep running over them. We actually ran over this one too, but it didn't get destroyed, so we kept it. Okay, here we go. Da 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 da. Oh my God. Taking apart Pegasus. Okay, look at that, so much easier, right? But just a little forethought. Ooh, okay, some more things had going on here. All right, the build, obviously for the build, I didn't know I was going to be doing this years ago. So right here, yeah, the cabinet is right up against the gasket. If I pull the gasket out, will it go back in? And will the clips for the screen even be able to go there? I'll show you what's going on. Okay, here we go. See this unit here? This is all very much in place. I'm not going to be able to take that out at all easily. Slight design flaw, but that's okay. Oh, I do love this unit. This is where all the shoes fit, and you can sit here, and then there's storage underneath. All right, so, see that? If I take this out, boy, that's tight. I don't know that how much of a problem this is going to be getting it back in. Let's see. Oh boy. Okay, I got an idea. Here's the thought. Put the whole screen in, except for that part, and then figure it out. Okay, here goes. Let's see if it's greasy, because it looks like there are lots of ways to get rid of the grease, and I don't want to spend the time preparing to remove the grease if I don't have to. So let's see. Okay, you can see I had some Velcro on here from another screen attempt a couple of years ago. All right. Let's see. It's not that hard. It's just nervous. I don't really know what I'm doing. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, it just popped out. Let me get that angle right. There you go. Yeah. So, no? I mean, there's this, is this what they're talking about? This right here? Maybe. That could be. Okay. The inside of the gasket doesn't feel greasy. That could be what they're talking about. Yeah. I don't know why that makes a difference. Well, I have a decision to make. Let's find out if it's really necessary to remove the grease. Well, it does matter. Yep, pore adhesion, dirt and dust attraction, and that could gum up the screen's edges, further reducing hold and possibly damaging the fabric. Residue transfer. Oh yeah, because it could get on the screen a little bit. So isopropyl alcohol is recommended, or a degreasing cleaner like simple green dish soap and water, then dry it completely. Okay, well, I have dish soap and water, so let's do that. All right, so get some soap and water to do cleaning of the grease. This water is just a bit warm, hopefully warm enough. And I'm gonna, I've got a paper towel here. It's not a cloth, so it doesn't have as much as maybe, may actually need like a washcloth. Yep, that's not gonna work. Okay. See, this way you won't have to do all this. Here we go. Got a gnarly towel here. Always good to have a gnarly towel. This should give us a lot more grip. Gosh, my fingers are doing a much better job than the towel. Oh, okay. So cupping the frame between my fingers and the towel. Ooh, that's better. I'm going to try these scrapers. I just got these scrapers for scraping off dishes, which makes it so much easier when you're camping. Scrape off your dishes, so much easier to clean. Let's see if maybe these will scrape off oh. Okay. I gotta show you what I'm doing. Very cool. This is all because I don't have any alcohol. So if you don't have alcohol, this is an idea for you. Here. Let's take a look. Here we go. This is a scraper, and I got these for the dishes because it's so much easier to clean dishes in an RV when there isn't food on them. But look at this. I think this is gonna work because I don't have any alcohol. Yeah. Look at that. Because the towel just wasn't doing anything. There. That's the strategy. I'm going to do that all the way around. It's not like there's a ton of grease. It's hard to imagine this would be a total issue. I think I'm not going to... This is one of those... do you really understand what the 80-20 rule is? I'm having such a hard time. I keep having to look it up again and again and again to remember what the heck it means. But it's something about, is what we're spending our time on getting us 20% of our results or 80% of our results? And then deciding based on that what to spend our time on. I don't know if I have that right. But this feels like if you were going for 100% removal of the grease, may be as good as getting, I don't know, half the grease off. It's not like this is terribly greasy. You have to make that decision on your own. I think we're good. I'm just going to leave it at that. Putting the screen material up. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, look at that. Great. So it has these clips on the top, on both sides, which is what allows you to roll this up when you're not using it. And make sure, yep, this has the magnetic opening here, which is what's going to make it so convenient. And I put it, you can also choose if you want the magnetic opening right here, that goes all the way down, over here on this side or more on this side or in the middle. Now, obviously for our build, I wanted it over here. There it is. Haha. So the next task is to fit it with the clips. For that, should it be on the outside or the inside? Well, I found out the hard way which direction is not right, and I'm going to show you which direction is correct. The answer is you want the excess fabric to be coming out of the van. So I'm going to show you some tips and tricks now for getting it right. This is what the clip looks like when it's on. This is the clip that we're putting on. This is only my second one. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to put it as far over here as I can. There we go. Just get that on there. And it's on. I'm on my computer because my phone battery went dead. Sorry, I'm recording here. Very awkward. The clips are two sizes. They're narrow. See that they have a little opening, and wider. The wider ones fit really, really well around the edge. So the edge, whoops, let's see. So the edge there and there, and then around the top, that's where the narrower ones go. These little black clips that they give you are great for getting you started. You hold up the bug screen and clip these to hold it in place, get it lined up, and then you just start using those little clips. Smooth. Check it along the way because this magnetic closure needs to be able to easily, meet itself on each side. If it's pulled too tight, you'll have a hard time, it might get gaps like this. You'll have a hard time getting it to close all the way, right? So that's one, those are 3 tips. For the gasket, I have a couple more tips for you. But first, let's talk about the height. The bottom of the bug screen is just touching the step. That's because I wanted it to be really sealed up, right? As if it's sealed up, then there'll be fewer bugs getting in. And And earlier today, when I had it up backwards, the shade, it gave such nice shade from the sun, but I was still able to get all that air and no bugs. I have to show you the sweetness that's happening. Yeah, no mosquitoes or flies getting her. Yeah. The gasket. Let's talk about the gasket. This gasket is a bear. If the gasket comes down like this, it's just going to bring everything down with it, no matter how snugly you had it up there. So I discovered, and I'm just going to spare you the trial and error, to don't start up there. Don't start up there, because if it falls down from up there as you're working here, right? So just work from down here. And I have clips. Now the clips they give you are not big enough to go around the gasket and the van. So I have bigger clips, or have a human. That's tip number one for the gasket. There's another tip as well. This is weather stripping. So there is metal that is shaped like a U, kind of like those clips, that's inside, surrounded by the rubber. And when you take this off of your van to put it on your bug out screen, you're going to inadvertently be stretching out that metal, so the channel is wider, and then it won't stay on as well. The solution is very, very simple. Just give it a bit of a squeeze. I found that if it's too much of a squeeze, then it doesn't fit over the metal anymore. And one of the challenges is eyeballing where the channel is in the gasket in relation to the metal. But we're getting there. Now I'm going to start clipping. These are really massive clips. And see how it's just going to hold it there. Whoops. Well, hopefully did before. Okay. It's just going to hold it there. Very handy. And yeah, may need that one, may not. All right, let's keep going. I'm just putting the line and remembering to squeeze a little bit as I go along, just to retighten up that channel so it really grabs. This has been my challenge. Sometimes I go in here to line up the channel with the metal, and it's all just a big blur, big black blur. So that takes a little patience and maybe some choice words to get through it. And there's definitely some awkwardness here. So having another person is definitely helpful. But I want to show you that if you're by yourself, you can do this. All right, look at that. Now let's get it. Let's do the double push of the groove onto the metal. Yeah, just going to start again here. Really gonna get it in there. Get it good. Oh boy, this is gonna be so nice to be able to sip tea. To sit in there and sip tea with the door open. So there it is. Now there's one more step. I guess there's two more steps. No, let's just admire this first. Yeah. Here, I'll take you to take a closer look at it, and then we're going to do the next step. You can see the gasket right here. Whoops, here. And then this overflow fabric is what we're going to trim, right? You can just see it all the way around. The trimming, they say to do with a razor blade. So, or what are these called? A box knife, box cutter, box knife, that's it. So we're gonna do that. Yeah, so just cutting. This is the moment of truth here. Oh my gosh. Measure twice, cut once, right? Measure twice, cut once. Here, let's check it. There. Ta-da! We're good to go. We can cut. Alrighty, we'll get it started with the scissors. And I need to clear this. You can see right here. I need to clear that, and that's what happened before when I did it. First I installed this bug screen on the van slider door. That's what we're looking at here, with this flappy fabric going on the inside, which meant that the bulk of the fabric was out here looping around, and then I couldn't clear these two holes. And I think well, I don't know if the instructions, because they're so tiny I can't read them, and the pictures make no sense to me the way they've done it. But anyway, I think they said to do it the way I'm doing it now. I think they did, and I just didn't pay attention. So we're just gonna keep on cutting. Voila, voila. Just did a wardrobe change. All right, the moment of truth. I just put the final touches on the gasket, which is actually fitting better now. Third time is a charm. And have not tested this yet. So let's see how this goes. Oh boy, I can see 6 mosquitoes right in front of me right now. There we go. A beautiful, fully functional mosquito bug out net from VanEssentials. Let's test the walkthrough, and it's okay. Just fair warning, if it doesn't close all the way on the walkthrough, I'm done adjusting it. It's good enough. Let's see though how it goes. Oh, so close. There. We're gonna call that a win. Yes. Oh, so close, man. Why did it close the other time? I think it's going to stretch out over time. So there you go. That is a successful install of the bug screen from VanEssentials. It took a little doing to figure it out. I really, really hope that you get a bug screen that works for you. If it's the VanEssentials, fabulous. There's an affiliate link down below. And remember, there's also the free checklist down below as well that will help walk you through so many of the decisions there are to make in van life, right? They're just, look at all the trial and error that goes in something so simple. So I wanted to radically simplify your experience of getting on the road safer and happier and quicker. So you can check out the link down below for the checklist of just getting on the road. All right, if you have any questions or thoughts, go ahead and make comments down below, subscribe, all that good stuff, like the channel. And I am just so excited, and I hope that you have great success with your bug screen for your van life or car life or minivan life, truck life, RV life, trailer life, adventure. Enjoy your journey.